has made my life a mess. I've got to do this, I guess. Goodbye, Joe. From here I kiss you. Goodbye, Joe. Hope I don't miss you. If you had been on the square and had treated me fair and we'd not had a tiff. If you had not said I should go jump right off the nearest cliff. If you had stayed off the make and had never had taken to coming home stiff. If I had not smelled perfume of a nasty unfamiliar whiff. I'm gonna miss you, baby. Things could have been terrific. How was the diff? If you said cheek to stay out in a week saying bag and a jiff. If you were not such a two-timing guy. If you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't and you weren't, and you hadn't and you didn't, but you were and you have and you went and you didn't. So, goodbye. If I had not seen you take Geraldine on the lake in your flat-bottomed skiff. If you were not out with Sue with your arms around her bare midriff. If I had not seen you pen sexy letters to Gwen in your own hieroglyph. If you would not love me home when you had 2 seats for South Pacific. I'm gonna miss you, baby. Things could have been terrific. Oh, what's the diff? If you were not such a hound when game was around, always picked up the sniff. If you were not such a two-timing guy. If you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't and you weren't, and you hadn't and you didn't, but you were and you have and you went and you did. And so, goodbye. If, when I asked where you'd been, you not clipped my chin with a beautiful bliss. Hey, if I had not always found purple lipstick on my handkerchief. If, when you looked in my eyes with a smile near tiff. If, when I caught you with Kate, you would not say, it's of no signif. I'm gonna miss you, baby. Things could have been terrific. Oh, what's the diff? If the best years of my life were spent as your wife with no marriage certificate. If you were not such a two-timing guy. If you weren't. If you hadn't. If you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you hadn't, then you could have, but you didn't, or you should have. You didn't, you weren't, you hadn't, you didn't, and you were, if you hadn't, you went, and